Kahalayim la Yahal Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Makakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutations to all the brothers out there teaching the truth and sincerity, and even the sisters that believe as well. So I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on why we're an adulterous nation. So the Lord said that, let's do it. I could have just done it like that. Okay. Nope, I couldn't. Let's see. How did that happen? Well, let's do it like this. Because it's easier like this. Nope. One more time. So it says adultery, voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and a person who is not his or her spouse. So we know the Bible says something different. We know it does. Motherfucker. Alright. Okay. So let's see. Leviticus 20:10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Let's get that word. To commit adultery, usually of a man, always with the wife of another. You see that? That's good enough. So let's get that. Let's go back to this. Oxytocin is a hormone and a neurotransmitter that is involved in childbirth and breastfeeding, and it is also associated with empathy, trust, sexual activity, and relationship building. What the fuck? Alright. So let's see. And it's going to tell you something that you should be reading. So it's very scientific. Very scientific. How Bashim Yahushai said, what he said, because he made us. So every time a man looks at another man's wife, oxytocin is being released, which leads to fantasies about sexual interactions. So that's what causes that feeling when you look at another man's wife and they look back at you. Now, the women also is getting those oxytocin neurotransmitters, making it a two-way street. So the women don't understand this, and the women that do, they're fucking predators. There's sexual predators and sexual deviants and nasty hoes. So brothers, check yourself. When you look at a woman, because I do it all the time, and I know now why I do it. I mean, am I going to stop? Well, perhaps and perhaps not. But now that I know, here's the thing about being a man of the Lord. Now I know the difference between good and evil. So I'm going to use it for good, right? I'm going to look for that girl that doesn't have a husband or a boyfriend. She's probably super busy. I know she's super busy. She's going to school, whatever. She's entertained right now. And the only thing that's missing in her life is a man of the Lord. But she, is busy with her personal shit. That's not going to be easy. That's not going to be easy. That's a rare find. If you ever collected baseball cards, you know what I'm talking about. Basketball cards, man, everybody wants Michael Jordan rookie card, right? It's a rare find. So, and it also says it's used for relationship building. Let's go back to the neurotransmitter, oxytocin. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But this little chemical that gets released, Salakia. Just doing some maintenance. So this neurotransmitter that gets released in your brain upon gazing, upon getting a look back, that's what it is. Then your mind starts thinking, oh, does she like me? And that's the chemicals that are being used to manipulate your mind. It changes thought patterns when that chemical is released. I don't know if you brothers have any enemies, but you do now. It's called Esau. So whenever you see Esau, one of those chemicals is being released, the fight chemical. So if there's a love chemical, there's got to be a fight chemical, right? And there's got to be a jealousy chemical. So Yahushua is a scientist. He's a dude. So he puts these chemicals. Well, he ordained them, and then the creation, the angels that were doing the work, which most likely were the elect, and the hopeful elect would be us. So we put these things in there, in our brains, and stuff like this is what should be making you get oxytocin for Yahushua, making you love him. Man, I've been holding that one in for a while. Yes, and I think I'm going to say that at camp. I'm going to use this lesson at camp. So the oxytocin release is what you should be getting from Yahushua, because we had to strengthen that relationship. And when we strengthen that relationship, we get dopamine, which is another neurotransmitter, which is associated with, what do they call it? Positive reaffirmation or something like that. Like a reward system. The reward system would be, I get the dopamine from Yahushua, which is in turn wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And that is what makes it addictive, just like any drug, And drugs are just chemicals put into, mixed together to make you react. You know, stop overreacting. Remember that made a lesson about being droopy. Well, the brother did. I think we both did. But you don't want to be droopy because that means you're you got overstimulated. The right amount of stimulation is required. And you don't know. See, that girl was just looking at me. Or maybe she was looking at my car because I was about to turn the corner. Who knows? You see how the mind works? You don't know what the fuck she was thinking. But she looked kind of cute. But that interaction wasn't long enough to have any oxytocin release. Now, that's what love is, right? Explained it. I just did. That's what love is. You should be getting these chemicals from the scriptures. Let me explain it again. I know you brothers work, and throughout your day, look, I just looked at this girl. Let's check her out again. Let's say we're at the stoplight. We look to see if there's a woman in the next car, right? Perfect example is Neo in the Matrix. When he looked back at the red dress bitch, those chemicals were being fired off and he got distracted. So in essence, these women are distractions. So if you got one, even though you might be thinking, oh man, I don't know about this one, just keep her, and then you could do, you on the side. But don't ever stop doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because that will be your deathbed. That will be your deathbed. I think my Issacharite mind spins a lot. For me to get this understanding, Yahushua has to help me to get it right. You know, he's the best teacher. He's the best kung fu teacher, man. I'm gonna say it like that because when you learn a kung fu, I learned a Korean kung fu. It's nothing but pain. A real martial art is nothing but pain. Oh, damn. You're in jiu-jitsu, you're getting fucking fucked up all the time. Your body's in pain because it's doing things it never had to do. It's a real fight. Wrestling is a real fight, but fighting is a dangerous game. But when you put wrestling into it, you're a dangerous fighter, right? So the striking would be the oxytocin. A head kick catches your eye, a spinning heel kick catches your eye. You're in love with it. The dopamine is released when you see a chance to do it. Then you do it. Now you're addicted to that move. But it could work on the opposite spectrum. It could be used against you, like it was used against Neo, that woman in the red dress. And I don't think Edomites are anything anymore. They might have a body and everything, but fuck that shit. All this studying and learning, that's my woman. But hey, I'm not saying things like, if a fucking blonde comes up to me and says she wants to blow me, excuse my vernacular, I'm gonna be like, you better turn it into Kenny G, B. Kenny G, bitch ass. Better start blowing. But that's the thing. Gotta have self-control. Self-control. Control yourself. Self-control. Control yourself. So, so with that, hope it was edifying. I'm glad I got to do that lesson. I've been holding that one in since Monday. So to the next time I say Shalom, peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation.